Hey everyone, today we're diving into a fascinating chapter of history. Let's travel back in time to ancient Romania, a land rich in history and culture. Back then, it wasn't called Romania. It was a region with many different names and cultures. It was home to a group of people called the Dacians. They were known for their unique culture and way of life. The Dacians were tough warriors and really good artists. Their art and pottery were highly regarded, they built strong forts and had a cool society. Their villages were well organized and vibrant. They lived happily for many years, thriving in their well-structured communities. But then, the Roman Empire wanted to take over more land. The Romans were expanding their territory aggressively. The Romans, led by Emperor Trajan, conquered Dacia in 106 AD. This was a significant event in history. This changed things a lot. The conquest brought about major shifts in the region. The Romans brought their language, Latin, which is what Romanian is based on today. This linguistic influence is profound. They also brought their culture, laws, and buildings. Roman architecture and legal systems were introduced. You can still see Roman ruins in Romania today. These ruins are a testament to the lasting impact of Roman civilization. That shows how much of an impact they had. The Roman influence is still evident in modern Romania, from language to architecture. After the Roman Empire fell apart, lots of different groups came to the area that is now Romania, like the Goths, Huns, and Slavs. These migrations brought significant changes to the region, each group leaving its mark on the cultural and social fabric of the land. The Goths, known for their distinct art and architecture, introduced new styles and techniques. The Huns, fierce warriors from the steppes, brought their own customs and military strategies. The Slavs, with their rich traditions and folklore, added another layer to the evolving cultural mosaic. All these new people changed the culture. The blending of these diverse influences created a unique cultural identity that would define the region for centuries. Art, music, and traditions from these groups merged, resulting in a vibrant and dynamic society. This period of cultural fusion laid the groundwork for the development of the Romanian identity. By the late Middle Ages, two main areas formed, Wallachia and Moldavia. These regions emerged as significant political and cultural centers, each with its own distinct characteristics. Wallachia, with its strategic location, became a crucial player in regional politics, while Moldavia developed its own unique cultural and political identity. Wallachia, south of the Carpathian Mountains, was ruled by princes called voivodes. These voivodes were not just rulers, but also military leaders who defended their territories against various threats. The rugged terrain of the Carpathians provided natural defenses, but it also required strong leadership to maintain control and stability. Moldavia to the east became its own thing. It developed a distinct identity with its own traditions, governance, and cultural achievements. The region was known for its impressive fortresses and castles, which stood as symbols of its strength and resilience. Both places had problems with other groups wanting to take over. They faced numerous invasions and conflicts, each time defending their lands with determination and courage. These struggles shaped their histories and forged a strong sense of identity and independence. The Ottoman Empire was growing bigger and was a big threat. The expansion of the Ottomans posed a significant challenge to Wallachia and Moldavia, as they sought to extend their influence and control over the region. The threat of Ottoman domination loomed large over these principalities. Wallachia and Moldavia had to pay the Ottomans to leave them alone. This tribute was a heavy burden, but it allowed them to maintain a degree of autonomy. The payments were a constant reminder of the precarious balance of power in the region. But they still stayed independent and kept their own cultures. Despite the pressures and challenges, Wallachia and Moldavia managed to preserve their unique cultural identities. Their resilience and determination ensured that their traditions, language, and heritage continued to thrive. Important cultural and religious places started during this time. Monasteries and churches became centers of learning and culture, playing a crucial role in the preservation and transmission of Romanian heritage. These places helped keep the Romanian language and traditions alive. They were not just places of worship, but also hubs of cultural activity, where festivals, traditions, and the Romanian language were celebrated and passed down through generations. For a really long time, the Ottoman Empire had a lot of power over Wallachia and Moldavia. The influence of the Ottomans was deeply entrenched in these regions, shaping their political and social landscapes in profound ways. This affected everything: their government, money, and how people lived. The Ottomans imposed their administrative systems, which meant that local rulers had to navigate a complex web of allegiances and obligations. The two areas had to be very careful to stay independent. They built strong fortifications and maintained a delicate balance of power to avoid complete annexation. They paid the Ottoman Sultan and helped him with his army sometimes. This tribute was a way to buy peace and maintain a degree of autonomy, even if it was costly. But they fought against the Ottomans whenever they could. These battles were fierce and often brutal, reflecting the deep desire for freedom and self-determination. Vlad the Impaler in Wallachia and Stephen the Great in Moldavia became heroes. Their leadership and military prowess were legendary, inspiring their people to resist Ottoman control. They fought hard against the Ottomans and protected their people. Their campaigns were marked by strategic brilliance and a relentless drive to safeguard their territories. Getting their freedom took a long time and lots of fighting. The struggle for independence was a drawn-out process, involving numerous battles, treaties, and shifting alliances. The Romanian people really wanted to rule themselves. National movements grew stronger over time, fueled by a collective yearning for self-governance and cultural identity. They never gave up fighting for their freedom. Their perseverance and resilience eventually led to the establishment of an independent Romanian state, a testament to their enduring spirit.